On one of my last videos, someone asked, what is there to do in Peoria? What do you do for fun? So I'm gonna answer that question in this video. My name is Rich Brecklin with living in Central Illinois and owner of the Brecklin Group with Real Broker. So if you are looking to buy or sell a house right here in Central Illinois, give us a call. My team and I would love to take care of you. So when it comes to things to do, these are some of my favorite. We're gonna go through just 6. There's a lot more we can get into, but I don't wanna make this too long of a video. And number 1 would have to be Wildlife Prairie Park. It's actually located in Hannah City, just west of Peoria, 15, 20 minutes or so on Taylor Road. And Wildlife Prairie Park, it's somewhere that I grew up going. Now, if you're watching this and you lived in Peoria as a kid, most likely you took a field trip there, you rode the train, you went down that giant slide that as an adult you realize is not that giant, but we absolutely love it. We had year passes, we were members there. It was worth it. So again, Wildlife Prairie Park is really, it's all encompassing of everything in the prairie. So you can go see, black bear, wolves, bison, a lot of different cool animals, and just get to go walk. Even if you're not looking at animals, you just go get some exercise. I don't know how many miles some of these trails are, but you can go walk for a while. And they have lakes where you can go fish, different cabins you can rent, so you can go camp. They do brunch, you can rent it out for events. It is worth checking out. It's really cool. Again, everything we do is based around our kids, and our kids love going there. And again, it's not too far away, but it takes you away, and riding the train just is well worth it. Check out Wildlife Prairie Park, and one of our favorites. Next would be something based around my favorite thing, that would be donuts. So Tanner's Apple Orchard in Spear, which is 20, 30 minutes, give or take, north of Peoria. But the Apple Orchard is everything you think an apple orchard would be. It's really based around families, kids, petting zoos. They usually do a corn maze, but obviously they have apples, pumpkins, just a really good time, somewhere we love to go. Now it does get busy. I feel like everyone in the Tri-County area wants to go there, check it out. So be prepared to wait depending on when you go. But yeah, their apple cider donuts are out of this world, but it's one of our favorite things to do, specifically during the fall months, obviously. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more action, a little bit more sports, then good thing, because Peoria has 2 minor league teams, the Peoria Chiefs, single A baseball team, and the Peoria Rivermen, which is part of the Southern Professional Hockey League. The Chiefs have produced some top talent like Albert Pujols, I think Yadier Molina came through there, but it's a really cool stadium, and that's why I love it. It's downtown Peoria, and it's just a really cool setup, especially for a single A ball club. Now, the Rivermen, they used to be ECHL and also IHL and AHL, but they moved down to SPHL, and honestly, the attendance did not suffer. So you still get to see high quality hockey, a lot of good action, and you're right there. Civic Center, it's really easy to get to. Parking is not bad, and the ticket prices are also not very expensive for either Chiefs or the Rivermen. But again, somewhere we love taking our family, our girls, and something I think you would like as well. And going back the nature route, Forest Park Nature Center, which is really in Peoria Heights, but this is another thing that is no cost. You can go park, walk the trail. It is a little bit more of an incline walk, but I love going during the fall. There's tons of leaves. Usually I always see deer walking around as well. It doesn't get too busy depending on when you go. During Christmas time, they do like a candle walk where it's all lit up, and they'll have like hot cocoa, things like that. So we'll take our girls there. They love it, but again, it's just nice to go get away, enjoy the fresh air, and get some exercise in as well. But Forest Park Nature Center, somewhere you want to check out. Again, if you grew up in Peoria, most likely you took a field trip there, but it's one of our favorite things to do. And keeping with that nature theme, next is the Peoria Zoo. Now the zoo's been around for quite a while, but it is not that same zoo from what you probably remember as a kid. They've put a ton of money into it. And actually, my wife was a zookeeper there before we had our daughters. So she studied zoology and biology, got hired at the zoo, and really got to do some cool things, one-on-one with the animals. Now, the public's perception of zoos is all over the place, but when you really see the care and attention that these animals get, it's pretty awesome to see. Now, most zoos, obviously, they don't make a ton of money. So it does cost you to go into the zoo, unlike some zoos which are free. This is not one of them, but even though we've been there a ton of times, I've got to do a lot of cool behind the scenes things. It's still a fun place for us to go, to take our daughters. One thing that's neat is when we're walking past some of the monkeys, they recognize my wife still, even though it's been years since she's worked there, and they will come over to her and start screaming and everything else. It's a little weird, but it's awesome. It's just really cool to go, again, get up close, see the animals, and just a fun thing to have right here in Peoria. And lastly is, the Peoria Riverfront. So if you have a boat, there is plenty of marinas in place. You can go launch your boat, store your boat, whatever. But the Peoria Riverfront, there used to be a lot more restaurants, but now there's more green space. But they do host a lot of different events and concerts. So I remember one of my favorite concerts we saw down there was OAR, Buddy Guy. They also have events like Aaron Feist, just things like that. There's a lot of cool things that go on at the riverfront, just depending on the time of year. But usually during the summer months, every weekend there's someone playing something going on at the riverfront. So there's quite a few things to do in Peoria. Most people don't even know about or think about, but there's always something to do. It just depends on what you're into. I hate when people say, oh, there's nothing to do here, there's nothing to do here. I don't care where you live, there's always something to do. But most people get stuck in their ways, stuck on their own little island, and don't look for things. So if you live in Peoria or you're familiar with Peoria, let me know what I missed. What do you love to do? And if you're moving here, what is something you like to do? And I'll let you know if we have the equivalent of that or where I can direct you to find something similar. Again, if you are looking to move here, give us a call. My team and I would love to take care of you, help you out, make that transition as easy as possible. And next, watch this video and I'll see you on the next one.